Cambium is an advanced materials innovator for defense and other high-performance fields. The company's new headquarters and R&D facility is now open in El Segundo.
It's just another example of the significance of El Segundo. Talking to the founder and the co-founder, they love this town. There's so much energy, there's so much talent, and they looked at many different places and they picked El Segundo. So they had one location, they doubled down with this facility, and they can already see in the near future how they're going to outgrow this space and continue to grow.
With Cambium, it represents something a little bit different. And we're excited that this is a company that was born here, and as they've grown, we've been able to keep them here. And that, for someone who has a leading edge technology, really on the edge of materials for hypersonics and high threshold materials, that is a big undertaking. I mean, this is some really high volume, high power threshold items, and we're really excited we can accommodate them.
We just needed to grow, and so we said, we're going to commit to El Segundo. We found a space 4 times bigger, and so we've just moved into this new shell here, and it's a wonderful location, and it's really seen the change, even in the last 2 years, in the way El Segundo has grown. That makes it a really exciting hub, for innovation.
We're so excited to have Cambium part of our family. El Segundo offers a very unique proposition for companies. We're close to the airport, we're close to Air Force Base, and we have an area that welcomes light manufacturing.
It's exciting. It's exciting to see the company growing, the marketing department's growing, and the space there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for us to really expand and hit every milestone that we're aiming for.
This area in El Segundo has all of the elements to be a future great hub. It's got that vibrancy that you're always looking for. And so we're building on this whole heritage of the aerospace industry. Obviously, we've had SpaceX started here. And now we have, at a time of great need for America in terms of innovation and defense, this is a prime location to be building those businesses in.
While he was running a different company years ago, Simon was contacted by the United States Navy, and Cambium was born soon after.
The reason why they contacted me was because they felt that there was not sufficient innovation happening in advanced materials, the things we use to build stuff out of. And when they were looking at all these new systems that we needed to develop, like hypersonics, like lightweighting, protecting things across land, air, sea, and space, they were coming up against the limitations of advanced materials. So what we are doing is really right at the forefront of the innovation in making these materials that protect against things like heat, or it's removing additives that have been put into materials to prevent, to make them more fire resistant, but they are nasty things like halogens, for example, which we're trying to take out of materials. So there's a huge opportunity to recreate our material system that allows you to be able to make these innovations which our defense community needs.
We're working with materials that have the ability to basically self-extinguish after they catch fire, if they catch fire in the first place, and it's the ability to basically save humans and save the machines and equipment that they are working on. So we're talking aircraft, ships, submarines, ground vehicles, anything where fire or heat creates a danger factor or worse. Our materials, our hard tech, is designed to keep them safe, keep them alive.
These guys are working on the most cutting edge materials for aerospace, Department of Defense. They've lined up a whole bunch of venture funding from one of the biggest VCs, as well as DoD, Department of Defense funding as well. So they're about to grow like crazy, like the rocket ship behind you on that painting right there. And we're excited to have them here.
And Cambium is in good company.
So you have the large companies like the prime contractors like Northrop, as you mentioned. You have the Aerospace Corporation, which is up the road, obviously, which is very key for the space industry. And now you have a wide variety of kind of these manufacturing, hardware-oriented businesses. So really, El Segundo has a great opportunity to become America's leader in hardware and manufacturing innovation.
For many companies, the decision to start and stay in El Segundo is an easy one.
Day one, starting from the prosaic like permitting, all the way up to the much more exotic activities where you're looking at where can I expand? What kind of electricity footprint do I have? Those are all things that factor hugely into where you're located. And it was just so much, I would say, effortless here compared to all of the other places we looked. And we looked at a lot of places. It was easy. There was no comparison.
The business community is truly our lifeblood. As I've said many times, the vast majority, 98% of our revenue comes from business, so we have to do everything we can to help them succeed.
The good thing about El Segundo is we're small enough that we are actually in touch with the companies that come to town, and we want to make them feel welcome.
For El Segundo Media, I'm Catherine Chen.